So hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to share some facts about 1 month of ownership of this Galaxy J7 Prime. And as you know, I don't personally own this device. I'm going to just share some points which I had discussed to a guy whose device is this. If you ask me why I have this phone, his phone with him, he just basically kept a pattern lock and just forgot what it was, and he was not able to use his fingerprint too. So I know how to bypass the Samsung FRP lock, and that just beyond the things I know. But he shared some facts which are also notable. If you take a look onto the sensors of this device, it lacks pretty much everything. Samsung has nothing provided over here besides a proximity sensor, which is usual in 18,000 rupee phone, but nothing is present over here like proximity, magnetic field, light sensor. Nothing is present. Samsung could easily fit a auto brightness sensor over here in 18,000 rupees, but they have just gone with the outdoor mode, as you can see, and it's pretty bright considered it's a LCD display. So if you're coming from a Galaxy J7 2016 or older than that, you will notice a sharpness in the display but no color saturation at all. But as you can see, only acceleration is present over here, and a proximity sensor, nothing new is also over present, not a gyroscope or a gyroscope uncalibrated. So you can't use with a VR properly. You can just rotate around normally, but there will be some lags over here and there. It's a Mali T830, but it's not that powerful. As you can see, through this course of Antutu benchmark, it only scores around 46k, which is same as around back in 2 years. If you saw Lenovo K3 Note, it also had a 1080p display and it scored around same, and also with a 10,000 rupees budget. And if you get around 18,000 rupees, you have to consider this phone, which is a V5 from Vivo. It also has a 20 megapixel front shooter, which is its main feature, which is the camera. It has a 13 megapixel rear and a 20 megapixel front camera, and both are very awesome shooters. Especially the front, it has a focal length, so you can really pull out some cool selfies with it. But if you go for a Samsung, you honestly get some cool software features like S Secure, S Bike Mode, Ultra Data Saving from Opera, also Secure Wi-Fi from Opera, some many Opera apps. Also you do get a Samsung Smart Manager in order to make your device secure. As you can see, you do also get a Snox Active Protection in order to check on some malware. That's not necessary, but it's need to be considered that it's present. Also, he has also applied a tempered glass on this Corning 2.5D glass. He has some minor scratches, so he doesn't want to risk it over this thing because it's a very beautiful display. So he told me he would take it off after 5 to 6 months of usage, but he want to just don't risk it whether it's like kids fall off this phone. Also, you do get a USB OTG, which is also good thing if you want to expand our storage, but you can also insert a micro SD card up to 128 gigs, which is a very neat thing included by the Samsung. And it doesn't come with a J7, the other J7s like 2015 and 2016, which is also a nice thing. Also, the camera on this thing is pretty good. The front 8 megapixel shooter is very awesome. As you can see, it's very wide angle. I can easily fit top of my head and the phone in one frame. As you can see right now, it's in 8 megapixel. You can easily shoot around 6 megapixel with a wide angle, which is a good thing. It's a very awesome shooter. I have clicked some pictures with its back camera and turned out to be very good for a mid-ranger like this, but it needs to be turn off light even though it's 1.9f aperture. And in terms of UI, it's pretty fast. Samsung's TST technology couldn't make it over here from J2 and J2 Max, but the app openings time, and there was not pretty much any kind of lag in day-to-day use of this 1080p display. But if you're coming through AMOLED display, you can notice a sudden change in color that like this display lacks very much in the terms of color saturation. You will find just a black and white patch if you are coming from a Super AMOLED display. It's not saturated at all. But when it comes to the fingerprint scanner, it's pretty fast. I'm very impressed with that. The Samsung has gave us a passive scanner, and we don't have to press on any button. You can just tap it and it unlocks. As you can see, it was very fast for this mid-ranger to pull off this kind of technology in this thing. And it's pretty big, so you get a very vast surface in order to apply your fingerprint scanner. You have to just tap it and it unlocks, nothing to hold on. And I'm quite jealous cause my Galaxy S7 can't do that. It's not a passive scanner, and the ruggedness of this fingerprint scanner is also very good. This phone is lot used than it looks very premium because he always uses a case. So as you can see, he's not even removed the sticker on the back of this thing, which is kind of weird. But as you can see, the camera doesn't protrude at all, so you have to not worry if you don't use a case. This metal back will not scratch that a lot, and also this camera wouldn't scratch because it doesn't protect a lot like the J7 2016 one. Also the speaker is present over here, and it doesn't muffle a lot if you hold your phone like this, because earlier versions the people told the headphone jack was over here and the speaker was here, so it was quite getting muffled if you like hold your device like this. But it's the same problem over here. You will place your fingers like this. Even if you don't muffle your speaker over here, it will get muffled over here because it's a single firing speaker on one side. As you can see, there is nothing on the left besides the volume control keys, and the build quality of the fingerprint scanner is pretty good. There are none of scratches seen to be me, rather than if I can pull up the shot, as you can see closely, there are no scratches on this fingerprint scanner, rather to my Galaxy S7 Edge, which I use very carefully, and there are many scratches on this fingerprint scanner, which is kind of sad thing, but it's a good mention that Samsung has provided it on a J7 Prime. And that's pretty much it. These are some facts. You asked me why I didn't cover the battery life. It has ton of battery saving features, so if you have some issues, you can always use that. You can always use that in your day-to-day life. You get ton of features, and I have not seen these features on any Galaxy device before, like the power saving, ultra power saving. S power planning is very welcome feature over here. As you can see, you can easily forward your calls, extreme battery life, and it learns your usage patterns. If you use WhatsApp a lot, it will not hibernate that, but if you don't use like apps, Facebook, Instagram with UC browser, you don't use that, it will hibernate in the background, so you don't get to use that in the background. Like if you have some things downloaded or some messages, they would not be received to you, basically just WhatsApp, because you use that a lot. If you use this extended battery, as you can see, you do get 3 levels, which is a very awesome thing. Also you do get S Secure. You can create your own space with the S Secure folder. Also you can lock and hide apps, which can be done with some another app, but it's a good mention that Samsung has provided with this thing. And secure Wi-Fi is also a much welcome feature, but he told me he didn't use it at all in the whole of his life, because he uses mobile data, and right now, as you know, Jio offer is going on, and he uses that. As you can see right now, it also has a VoLTE over here, which is a good thing. And speaking of internet speeds, these are some internet speeds I have done side by side on this thing. As you can see, it only got around 10 Mbps at its maximum speed, whereas my Galaxy S7 scored around 25 Mbps, so it loses out on some high speed bands in the phone. And this metal construction, it's not a problem. As you can see, it got some plastic parts over here on the bottom and on the top for some antenna bands. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please drop a like, and peace.